The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Red, cycle. Set, punt. Red, 30.
Throwing to start the drive. Conley. And his first pass is incomplete.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
And they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Let's go. 10.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Checks it down to Jenkins.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
And they're using Matt in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Blaster, 6. Let's go now. Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Open man, that's Bond. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
On the ground, this is Quinshawn Judkins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Quinshawn Judkins with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready, ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Get it.
They'll look to throw. Pass complete to Royals. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 14. At the 19-yard line.
Ready, ready.
They'll run. It's Brashard Smith. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. ball's on the other side of midfield at the 45. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
45, White.
Throwing to start the drive. Conley going for the deep ball. And it's caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there with an amazing diving catch.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Fights him off. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
They'll try the right side here with Smith. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Conley. This one completes out of Pierce.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback. 29 yards. And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0.
Chiefs, nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the 1st half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stevenson. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Hold it ready. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
41-yard line.
Ready. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Back to throw again. It's caught. Smith. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
First and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 21-0 our score after 1. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Ready, break.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Smith is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Broncos 21, Chiefs 7. Harrison Butker in a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Ready. Field, black. Here we go, set. Yellow, 43, set, huh?
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 12-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He finds his man, complete. That's Reyes. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Smith up the middle. Powers past him at midfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That was good for 37 yards.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Cougar 19. 18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Broncos 21, Chiefs 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
23-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Let's go now.
They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
62 Nebraska.
Now an audible here into something else.
Striker, 3-3. Forward right. Right, right. Ready.
2nd and 5. For Killer here, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Six, red, yellow, cut.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Quick slant caught by Pierce.
Hurry.
And just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Conley. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It was Leon Chanel who got in to drop him.
3rd and 4.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Down. Hut.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll try and do this himself. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end. The pull and run gets him 9 yards and a 1st.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Back to throw. Conley. He'll swing this out to Jenkins. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Isaiah Pacheco, 29 yards. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14.
Chiefs 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but as they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Across midfield down to the 45.
First and 10 at the 45.
A first down carry for Smith. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
70 Lions.
They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. It's out. Smith lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. No question that one stings a little extra because he had that first down. It would have been a 4th down conversion.
Love the effort. Love the maneuverability. Don't like the fact that he didn't bring the ball with him. And now it's going to go in the other direction.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Following the fumble recovery, Conley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
A lot of tight ends just using size and their strength, trying to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Watch out.
And he's going to have the Broncos first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
It's a gain of 11.
Looking to throw. Conley looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And bulldozing his way through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Inside handoff, Smith. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hawk 70, Hawk.
They're going to look to throw. Looking middle, he finds Royals. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Ready. Red 38.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Ready.
Open man is Bond. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here we go, set. 52 blue. Ready?
On 1st down, here's Jenkins. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Set. Ready. Set.
Back to throw. Conley. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming.
Here we go.
And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
So they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
60 red. Smash, red. Check, huh?
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He tried to do it himself, but couldn't find his way to the marker. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll show the defense.
And that's a hard-earned yard there as he takes a pretty good jolt at the end of that one.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, McClendon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
18 Cardinals, here we go, here we go. 7.
They'll drop the throw. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up. Hey.
2nd and 14. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
19 Lions, 79 Broncos. Chop 60, chop 60. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Come on, set. Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. It means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Warrior 70.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Well, we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
A gain of 24 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Ready, set. Set.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Bucker is on target.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
35. Chiefs 21. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now all of a sudden, we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to wrap things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to flash together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. All the way for the Broncos score. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Broncos look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Chiefs 21.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, The second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught on the right side at Szsn. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Reyes. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7.
70, Timberwolf. Warriors, 70. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he'll let that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
75 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Pioneer. Tag. Viking. Panther 11. Panther 11.
They'll look to throw here. Trying to lay one up deep. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
He finds his man, complete. It's Reyes. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
19 tight, 19 tight. Trap 50, trap.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
19 Cardinal, 19 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is in a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On 3rd down, Smith. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
Ready?
And they take a knee.
Down. 50, green.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Denver, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.